Hi everyone and welcome to Club 4, episode 15 of Rolling in the Isles, an FM20 British Isles Journeyman series with me, the United City FM. Welcome along and welcome to another international edition. We are with England in the European Championships of 2032. It's a championship that's being held in England, so we've got home advantage, which is fantastic. We've been through the group stages, beat Scotland, Turkey and Russia with no problems whatsoever, sailed through the group stages. We're now in the first of the knockout stages against Switzerland. If we win this game against Switzerland, we'll also play the quarterfinals in this particular episode as well. So let's hope that we can do that. We were able to rest our entire first 11 pretty much in the last match of the group stages. So everybody's really good in terms of their health and their fitness. So it means that we've gone back to our first 11 for this particular game against Switzerland. So we're playing Dewhurst in goal with Gray and Dunn in central defence, Kelly at right back, Tarim at left back, Webb, Pavazzino and Foden in central midfield with Shenton on the right, Sancho on the left and Luca up top and everybody else on the bench. So let's get into the first of the knockout games against Switzerland and see what happens. So, nice and calmly, we're favourites for a reason, go and show everybody why. This is the sort of team talk that we need, really. It's a good opportunity in our home tournament to really sort this competition out. We're playing in Portman Road, which is Ipswich Stadium. So a good opportunity for Ipswich to host an international competition match. And we almost got off to a good start after 13 minutes with a cross coming in from the free kick and a header at the near post as we looked at it. Not quite on target though, goes over the top of the bar. But we've started very brightly. 4 shots, none on target, but we've restricted Switzerland to just the one. Can we build up a chance here? We go short on that particular free kick, work it to the right-hand side. And again, there is the beast of a goal-scoring machine, Sir Ashley Luca. And it was a good move, a short free kick, took everybody by surprise. Normally it just comes into the box, but Pavazzino sweeps it across to Webb, straight on again to the right-hand side to Shenton. First time out of his feet, Ashley Luca bangs it into the back of the net and we take a 1-0 lead. And it's going to take a really special team to stop us from winning this competition. We are very good. For those joining us for the first time, I won the World Cup a couple of years ago. I won the Nations Cup last summer. This will complete my hat-trick of tournaments if I can do it. And whatever happens, I shall be resigning from the position at the end of this tournament. And I might just have another bit of silverware to go with it. You never know. Because all of a sudden, nearly half an hour gone, calm as you like. We work the ball through the centre, out to the left. Sancho drops it back. And again, it's that man, Ashley Luca, who is just phenomenal. He scores absolute bucket loads of goals. And as long as he's performing, I think we're going to win the whole thing. Always, I think that whenever we show up. We're on like a 46-match unbeaten run, about a 19-match winning streak. It's just phenomenal. It's going to take such an effort from somebody to beat us. Of course, it's not impossible. There's some very good sides out there. But as long as we keep Ashley Luca getting the goals, we're always in with a chance. Good claim there by Dewhurst. Probably that side of the pitch doesn't quite get the plaudits that it deserves. We've got a slightly inexperienced back line, but a good goalkeeper in Dewhurst who's got lots of experience. That's a little bit disappointing there at the end of his run from Shenton. Good mazy dribble, but then got into the box and then wasted the chance, really, either to find a teammate or fire at goal himself. But we don't need to be too picky, do we, really? 42 minutes gone, drifting towards half-time. We've controlled the game. We've got a couple of key goals from Ashley Luca. All is right with the world. We can go into half-time, we can say calmly, I'm very happy, keep it going, no need to change anything. We're pretty healthy at this point, so we'll change a few people in the second half just to protect them. But we'll just let it play out for 10-15 minutes first. And it was a good chance for Switzerland to bring themselves up to our end of the pitch, but they didn't really manage it. And we sweep it over the top very quickly to Luca, and he gets a second bite of that. And almost squeezes it home again, but doesn't quite and gets it slightly wrong and it hits the side netting. Foden sweeping ball in, but the goalkeeper comes out and claims it very nicely for Switzerland on that occasion. And how's he going to do in clearing the ball? Are we going to be able to put the pressure on them and get the ball back and have another go? Or are they going to take it all the way and give us something to do defensively? And they've gone right the way back to the keeper again. So they're maintaining possession at a point quite slowly where you'd need them to be a bit more... they need something out of the game. They need to be a bit more forceful, really, but that's going to open them up if they do. We have picked the ball back up off them again, which is fantastic. Good defensive display. Foden travels for a long way with the ball, and then they get themselves in a complete mess at the back. And one defender thought the other one was clearing it, and the other thought the other one was clearing it. And in the end, Foden says, well, if you don't want to do it, I'll take it. And I'll have a strike at goal, and he gets another goal for us. Fantastic. This is the moment. Nothing quite goes right for them there. And he finds himself right bearing down on the goalkeeper and makes no mistake. And another really, really comfortable win. This is just the way my England side have been for 2 straight years. It's been incredible. We've gone through with barely a scratch on us at most of the time in these competitions. So let's go and make a few changes and protect a few of the players. Who do we need to protect at this point? We're going to take Shenton off and put Schulberg back in. And we're going to take Pavazinho out and put Molt back in just to secure that central area a little bit. And then we have to continue doing it. And Doyle has been fantastic so far. So we're going to take Luca off, put Doyle on, see if he can get himself on the score sheet again and continue his development. And protect our absolute superstar ready for the quarterfinals. Bring on the quarterfinals, I say. 3-0 up, nice and easy. I wonder who we're going to get. It's probably going to be quite a tricky game, you'd imagine, at this point in the competition. But I back this squad against absolutely anybody. We went through some really massive sides at the World Cup a couple of seasons ago and barely had a scratch on us afterwards, having won the tournament. Calmly again, well done, good win for us. Let's not go overboard on it. They came and they didn't really deliver, Switzerland, did they really? So let's go through a little bit and see who we get. France are already through, so let's see who we get in the next round. So here is the draw for the quarterfinals. Spain versus Ireland, doing fantastically well. Holland versus France, another big team going out from that one. Sweden versus England, and Portugal versus Italy. A couple of the big boys are definitely going out at this stage, aren't they? Hopefully we're not one of them. So if you give me a moment, we'll work our way through to the Sweden game and then we'll see what happens in that. So here we are for the quarterfinals of the European Championships against Sweden, and for the first time I'm having to make a few changes just because a little bit of fitness issues, people are tired and we've got a couple of yellow cards going around. So I have actually made a few changes to this starting lineup today just to keep everybody fit and keep everybody in a position where they can contribute as we hopefully go even further into this competition. So Sweden in the quarterfinals, we are at Old Trafford again. This competition being held in England, so that's a home advantage for us. So we have Dewhurst in goal, Gray and Cork in central defence, Osmani on right back, Tarim at left back, Kenner, Molt and Foden in central midfield, Shenton on the right, Gibbons on the left and Luca up top, and everybody else on the bench. So let's get into the quarterfinal and see what happens. So there comes a point where there's not much else you can say other than I fully expect you to keep our run going, go out there and perform well and win this match. So Sweden are going to be difficult. There's no easy games on paper when you first arrive at the match, but I will back this side anywhere against anybody all the time. There's such a good setup that I've got for the England setup. Osmani down the right hand side cuts it back to Kenner. And this is the thing, you can see that we're rotating players in and out of the side now because of various situations, and it shouldn't too badly impact the style of play or the performance levels. And there's the first opportunity to show it. Osmani down the right hand side, who isn't a member of my first 11, passes it across the box to Gibbons, who runs onto it, who isn't part of my main 11. And they're both in a quarterfinal of the European Championships, playing fantastically well. It's such a well-balanced squad. And I'm, absolutely stunned by how successful we've been. When I took over, I didn't really realise this was going to be the quality I'd be working with. I took it just because why wouldn't you? It's England, and you might as well take it. But it's been phenomenal. And we just carry it on. We keep going and keep going and keep going. As long as we stay fit, as long as we keep 11 players on the pitch for every game we play, I will back us against anybody. Sweden, though, with a good chance from a throw-in down the right-hand side to build an attack, and they've got one through, but Dewhurst reads it, and it was a little bit too long, and in the end he comes out and gathers it comfortably, and he'll set us back on the attack again. And Gray doesn't waste any chance, goes to Luca, but we lose out in midfield because of that. It was a little bit too gun-ho, I think, from Gray there, really. And are we going to be made to pay for it? We are being made to pay for it. A sweeping ball in from the right-hand side to the far post for Sweden, and they get a good connection on the header, and it hits the underside of the bar and ricochets down into the back of the net. And it was from that really long sweeping ball from Gray that wasn't really necessary. And we come back to 1-1 in the game after 34 minutes. And we just need to be on our mettle a little bit here for it not to slip away into something that's a problem. And a similar situation over the top of the keeper. This time rebounds off the bar and back into play. But a couple of real problems there for us for a little while. And we need our striking options to really pull us out of one here. And again, they do it. This is the great thing. We are so potent up top that defensively we do have some frailties, absolutely. That back line is not as solid as I'd like it to be compared to the rest of the side. But when we get the ball into these wide areas, and Luca's not even in the box, but it's Gibbons coming in off that left-hand wing that he's not even really supposed to play. He's more of a striking option or a right-sided player. But we have a slight imbalance there because of an injury to Saka before the tournament started. So he's come in to play that role. And he's doing magnificently well. So we're going to calmly say don't get complacent and absolutely make sure that they are aware we have to remain focused. We have to keep doing our job. And let's see if we can do that in the rain of Manchester again. Thunder and lightning there, I think, possibly. But yeah. What happened there? A free kick? Maybe? No, nothing was even given. It was Shenton who was hacked down, but the referee played an advantage maybe, but it's worked out for us, hasn't it? Shenton down that right-hand side eventually gets the ball again, drifts into the box, takes his time, sees the man, picks him out, and there is the beast of a goal-scoring machine, Sir Ashley Luca, and he puts it away for 3-1. Good cutback by Shenton, really nicely done, and it was a fantastic finish again by just a brilliant striker. And we will go 51 minutes into the game at 3-1. We can make a couple of substitutions again in a minute, protect some of our key players through to the next round, and hopefully go through completely unscathed. We've done well so far, no yellow cards, no injuries, touch wood. Can we get another goal, cement this game, and then I'll make some changes. Tarim on the ball, playing it nicely with Kenner in central midfield. There's a ball out to Gibbons, back to Malt. Through to Gibbons again. Good goalkeeping save that time. And we get a corner kick out of it. And so here's a Foden with a chance, probably to... he's gone near post this time. Doesn't quite find an English player. But gets the ball back again, and this time it's a little bit tame, and the goalkeeper sees it with no problems. 56 minutes in, we're going to stop it there, make a couple of changes, just because we need to protect this group. Shenton comes out, and we put Schulberg in. Again, Luca comes out, and we'll continue to play Doyle. And we've got some apprehension, couple of slightly lower ratings. We're going to take Tarim out and put Booker in and just protect some of that first team 11 as much as is possible. So 3 of the players that came out were properly members of our first 11. So Gibbons on the ball, central midfield. Brilliant run. Shenton rolled the play brilliantly. Can't even get my words out. But it was brilliant play by Shenton. and we go quiet for a minute, and I need a break, to be honest. I'm recording all of these episodes on bulk today, and it's quite something to go through so far. It's quite exhausting, but Kenner in the centre of our midfield, nice and calmly back to Dewhurst, and he'll play it out to Gray, onwards into midfield. Much better ball in to midfield by Gray that time, wasn't it? Booker down the left-hand side, and we lose it by Gibbons on that left-hand side. He got tackled for it, and they've come away with the ball and taken it back to their goalkeeper. Are they going to make an error? Can we capitalise on something? Can we get a foot in and take the ball? Or are they going to come back at us and make it 3-2 maybe, which would be kind of an interesting scoreline, wouldn't it? With like 25 minutes to go. They have worked a space very nicely, and it was a good defensive block. And we need to settle the play down again and calmly keep that ball as much as is possible and try and see this game out with no issues now. Osmani picked up a yellow card. That's not ideal, but time is ticking by, and you can see we're dominant again in the game. 60% possession, 20 shots at goal, 11 on target. This is fantastic compared to what the opposition are providing us. And we are going to see out another win and another step towards winning this European Championships with England, which is a phenomenal thing to be able to achieve if we could clean sweep all of the international tournaments in the last 3 seasons. That would be amazing. So, passionately this time, very pleased, well done, good performance. Brings them out, and we go into the semi-final of the competition. Next episode we'll play the semi-final, and then we'll play the final next episode as well if we get to it. So let's go and see if we can find out who it is that we've been drawn against. Here we go. It's come down to 4 of the big boys, hasn't it? Spain versus France in one side, England versus Italy in the other. Now, I think we beat Italy in maybe the semi-final of the World Cup 2 seasons ago as well. So will history repeat itself? Will we get through and face Spain or France in the final of the Euros? Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll have to see, but that's going to happen in the next episode. So join me for that. But thanks so much for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join my United City community, the more the merrier, and come along, continue to come along for the ride with England, and click that like button for me if you can. Helps to get seen by lots of other people. But until next time, take care of yourselves when we come up against Italy in the semi-final. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.